a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. 2018 Summer Youth Olympics. The 2018 Summer Youth Olympic Games, officially known as the Third Summer Youth Olympic Games, and commonly known as Buenos Aires 2018, is an international sports, cultural, and educational event being hosted in Buenos Aires, Argentina between 6 and 18 October 2018. It is the first Summer Youth Olympic Games to be held outside of Asia, and the first Youth Games for either summer or winter to be held outside Eurasia. Bidding. 6 bids were initially submitted for the 2018 Summer Youth Olympics. Buenos Aires confirmed their bid in September 2011. On the 13th of February 2013, the IOC selected Buenos Aires as one of the 3 candidate cities for the 2018 Summer Youth Olympic Games. The other 2 candidate cities were Glasgow and Medellin. Guadalajara and Rotterdam failed to become candidates. Poznan withdrew their bid before the candidate cities were selected. The host city election vote was held at an IOC session in Lausanne. The results were as follows. Organization. In October 2013, International Olympic Committee President Thomas Bach appointed Namibian sprinter and 4-time Olympic silver medalist Frank Fredericks as chairman of the Coordination Commission for the Third Summer Youth Olympic Games, Buenos Aires 2018. Fredericks is heading the 6-person IOC Coordination Commission made up of several Olympians including Danka Bartekova, the youngest IOC member and young ambassador from the inaugural Youth Olympic Games in Singapore in 2010. This commission is completed by 2 other IOC members, China's Li Lingwei, winner of 3 World Badminton Championships, and Barry Meister, a member of New Zealand's hockey team that won the Olympic gold medals at 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal, and Adam Sharara, Canadian president of the International Table Tennis Federation, and Henry Nunes, head of the National Olympic Committee of Costa Rica. Working along with them there is the Buenos Aires Youth Olympic Games Organizing Committee, that includes member of the Argentine Olympic Committee, the local government and the national government, and which CEO is Leandro La Rosa. The local organizing committee involves young people in all levels of the organization, including an athlete commission and a newly established youth commission, a group of young consultants chosen by the AOC from local schools and universities and the employees within BAOC from junior to director level. The first Coordination Commission meeting took place in Buenos Aires on 27–28 of September 2014. During June 2015 a small delegation from Nanjing Youth Olympic Games Organizing Committee visited Buenos Aires for a series of debriefing workshops and seminars to pass on their expertise focusing on strategic decisions to be made in the early stages such as legacy, the use of the YOG to impact youth and sport, and benefits of the YOG to engage communities. The CEOs of Singapore 2010, Lillehammer 2016 and Innsbruck 2012 also took part of these meetings that were presided over by Frank Fredericks, football player and Olympic gold medalist Lionel Messi, originally not from Buenos Aires, but from Rosario, was named as an ambassador of the 2018 YOG in March 2014. And he delivered a video welcoming message for the young athletes to Buenos Aires during the closing ceremony of the 2014 Summer Youth Olympics, in December 2015. The 4-time Olympic medalist Luciana Ima was also named as an ambassador of Buenos Aires 2018. In July 2017, Olympic gold medalist Luis Scola was named ambassador of the 2018 YOG. Joining the Olympic program for the first time at Buenos Aires 2018 will be BMX freestyle, kitesurfing, cross-country running, beach handball, sport climbing, karate, breakdancing, and roller sports. And the event program will see an increased gender balance. FIFA has also decided that futsal will replace football at the Buenos Aires Youth Olympics. while other sports such as skateboarding are being considered for the program. On the 17th of March 2017, roller speed skating was added to the Olympic program, 3 years before the event. A survey showed that public support had reached 82.3% in favor of the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires. During the second visit of the International Olympic Committee's Coordination Commission to the city, on August 13 and 14, 2015, Mr. Fredericks highlighted the implementation of 13 of the recommendation of the Agenda 2020 by BAYAGOC. Venues. The original plan was based on the bid for the 2004 Summer Olympics, in which a 15 km long Olympic corridor would have worked instead of a more concentrated Olympic park. For the Buenos Aires bid for the 2018 Summer Youth Olympics, the Olympic corridor was adapted into a green corridor, one of the two main sports zones as the primary sites of the Games in Buenos Aires 2018. Being the other one Parque Roca, to the south of the city. The Green Corridor and the Olympic Corridor shared River Plate Stadium, Tiro Federal, Gimnasia y Esgrima de Buenos Aires, Parque 3 de Febrero Louisiana Bombonera, La Rural and Cienadas venues. In order to group the sports in a more compact framework, in September 2014 a new 4 clusters concept was revealed, dropping out venues such as La Rural. It was announced then that each cluster will include an area called YogFest where sporting experiences, family entertainment and cultural activities will take place. But at the 129th IOC session, in August 2016, a new venues master plan was presented, including 2 new standalone venues, adding La Rural once again and replacing Parque Sarmiento with Technopolis. The International Olympic Committee members will be staying at the Sheraton Hotel, located in the district of Retiro and close to Retiro railway station, one of the most important transportation hubs in Buenos Aires. After numerous changes, in February 2018, it was presented the definitive venues plan. The opening ceremony will be held at the Obelisco de Buenos Aires, a green park adjacent to downtown Buenos Aires and stretching 3 kilometers along the scenic banks of the River Plate. This area is distinguished by swathes of parks. It includes the barrios of Núñez and Palermo, the Palermo Woods, a highly popular retreat for porteños and visitors alike, will be the triathlon and cycling venue. Venues located in Núñez can be reached by Belgrano Norte Line or by nearby Mitre Line, or Buenos Aires Underground Line. D venues located in Palermo can be reached by Mitre Line. B. Olympic Park. Located to the south of Buenos Aires, Roca Park is a vast area of 200 hectares in the district of Villa Soldati, a neighborhood that has been targeted by the local government in need of urban development. One of the greenest areas in the metropolis, it is adjacent to the City Park and the Buenos Aires Automotive Racetrack. The park, inaugurated in the 1980s, has many sports venues and recreational facilities, including the iconic Roca Park Athletics Stadium and the Roca Park Tennis Stadium. This area will also be the site of the Youth Olympic Village, from where 65% of the athletes will be able to walk to their competition venues, and after the event it will become the new location for the CNAD. The Parque Polideportivo Roca was fully renovated before the 2018 Summer Youth Olympics in order to be used as main Olympic park. 6 pavilions were built: Asia Pavilion, Africa Pavilion, Europe Pavilion, Oceania Pavilion, America Pavilion and Natatorium. The complex also includes hockey and athletics field. Olympic Park can be reached by pre-metro tram at Cecilia Grierson Station, or by the Southern Metro bus line. C. Urban Park. Located to the east of the city, this cluster occupies a significant portion of the Rio de la Plata riverbank and includes the old Puerto Madero docks as venue for water sports. Rowing competitions will be held over 500 meters rather than the usual 2,000 meters. This area can be reached by Buenos Aires Underground Lines A, B, D and E. Techno Park. Located west of the city and next to the General Paz Avenue, which marks the limit of Buenos Aires city, the 50 hectares science, technology, industry and art mega-exhibition Technopolis was inaugurated in 2011 and will be the venue for 4 sports competitions. This area can be accessed by Mitre Line Railway at Miguelito Station or by Belgrano or Norte Line at Saavedra or Padilla stations. Emblem. The official emblem of the 2018 Summer Youth Olympics was presented in July 2015, 3 years before the Games. The emblem reflects the diversity of Buenos Aires and it is inspired by the city's vibrant colors, eclectic culture, iconic architecture and the many neighborhoods that make up the Argentine capital. Each letter represents a famous landmark, including the Floralis Generica, Space Tower, the Columbus Theater, the National Library and the Obelisk. A short video produced by the Buenos Aires Youth Olympic Games Organizing Committee shows what each letter on the emblem relates to. Mascot. The Olympic mascot of these games was unveiled on the 29th of May 2018. The mascot is a young jaguarite. Its name, Pandy, is a combination of the scientific name of the species and the relationship of the mascot with the digital world. The president of the Buenos Aires 2018 Organizing Committee, Gerardo Wertheim, said that the mascot seeks to inspire young people on the transformative power of Olympism and sport. The mascot was created by the Argentine agency Human Full Agency with direction of Peter Rivero y Hornos, while the animation short was made by the local production company Buda TV. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?